Hello and welcome. You are watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdo bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Apicultura Lombriasco 2020 is a project conceived by Net4Grow, coordinated by Daniel Orman and the Salesian Agricultural School of Lombriasco, directed by Father Marco Casanova, in collaboration with various sectors, technicians and professionals. The first objective is to create vocational training courses dedicated to young students of the Salesian Agricultural School and professional in the field, attentive to the world of beekeeping of the future and to safeguarding the species and the environment. The course started with great success on November 17th at the Salesian Agricultural School of Lombriasco, in collaboration with Agri Piemonte Mieli, the sector's representative body of Turin. This course, free of charge, is reserved for the 5th grade of the Salesian Institute and sees the participation of an entire class. A second step will be dedicated to setting up an experimental area called Flowered Meadow, which, together with the positioning of the hives, will complete the process of fostering awareness of the new natural cultivation systems that respect the earth, the ecosystem, species protection and human health. The final step is to create a network between professionals in the sector, technicians and students of the Salesian agricultural schools across the globe to generate exchanges of technical training experiences on bees and the environment and to encourage school work alternation for experience practice in several countries. The start of the project would not have been possible without the precious contribution of hobby farm of Biella, Ricardo Rubato, which supplied 10 hives and the material for the workshop from the Brisco Gionio Marco Trinchero Agriculture Company, which provided bees and technical practical skills, and to the young past pupil of the Agricultural School of Lombriasco, Alessandro Appendino of the company, who carefully follows the health of the bees. At the same time, it is our duty to thank the teachers of the Salesian Agricultural School of Lombriasco, who from the beginning gave their availability and actively participated in this important experience. A popular American TV series was ER, about doctors on the front line. But if we look around us, we discover that its protagonists are not fruit of the imagination because they do really exist and live near us. They are the heroes of our day, men and women who wear their white coats every day with the fearless pride of a uniform. And there are also the chaplains who for a year altogether have faced COVID-19 with admirable courage and faith. We therefore wish to thank all these extraordinary people for what they have been and are doing with the most moving and praiseworthy impulse of charity. Let us start first of all with the health workers, doctors, nurses, and especially all those who are past pupils of the Salesian School and continue their profession with the same spirit of Saint John Bosco, alive and active alongside them in this daily battle. Among the chaplains, special thanks to Father Mina Youssef Wakim, a Salesian priest. He carried out his ministry in Turin in the ICP province, but as soon as he graduated in psychology on March 18, 2020, he wanted to lend a hand to help people where they were most needed in dealing with the pandemic. Divine Providence led him to carry out a period of volunteer work at the City of Health and Science University Hospital of Turin as chaplain. From the beginning of September, Father Mina was officially hired at ASLT 03 as a professional collaborator and chaplain of the Rivoli Hospital. From the very first moment, everyone noticed the typically Salesian joyful spirit and enthusiasm that guide Father Mina in his service as chaplain. When he visits the sick, he presents himself first of all as a Salesian and bearer of Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament of the Eucharist. His mission is at the service of patients, those who care for them, doctors, nurses, and all the staffs of the hospital. With priceless human warmth, patience, gentleness, and the ability to meet with the others, he brings the spirit of Don Bosco to the hospital setting in a very effective way. His presence alongside the health workers, bringing comfort, consolation, hope. With his availability 24/7 and his constant visit to patients, especially those who have contracted COVID-19, Father Mina helps the sick and the staff of the Rivoli Hospital to feel and experience the joy of Sunday, that is Jesus himself who goes to look for his favorite children wherever faith has led them. In other words, he is an example of how the Church reaches out to everyone, especially those in need, without ever making them feel alone. Thanks to Father Mina, we are reminded of the way in which Don Bosco lived the cholera epidemic that broke out in Turin in 1854. With a highly courageous spirit, Don Bosco had convinced a large group of about 30 boys from the oratory to serve those afflicted by cholera without ever being afraid, trusting in the protection of the Virgin Mary. On the occasion of the International Volunteer Day, 5th December, the Reconos project was officially established as an association with the signing of its founding act at the headquarters of the Youth Council of Spain, Madrid. The Reconos project, which aims to certify the skills acquired in volunteer programs to improve the work profile of participants, celebrated the official deed of incorporation as an association with the participation of the presidents of the three promoting entities: Maria Valencia de Didiana of Federación de Entidades Cristianas de Tiempo Libre, Pilar Blasco of the Confederación Don Bosco, and Elena Cabezas of the Scouts de Espina. Also present, Ela Ruiz Cabrian, President of the Youth Council of Spain, and Luis Caballero, representative of INJUVE, Instituto de la Juventud de España. This project is essential for all young people as the skills acquired during volunteering can be fundamental in the selection process, said Elena Ruiz Cabrian. Luis Caballero said, "A team of young people has developed a valid and rigorous instrument. It's a project of great value with great potential, and to exploit this specific and legal definition was needed to make it evolve into a project as its own proper entity. It is recognized as a priority for INJUVE because it is born of young people and also links formal and non-formal education for employment." Santiago Dominguez, president of Renose, said, "The more than 20,000 young people from all over Spain who are part of Reconos are the real engines of social change and must be considered by all the entrepreneurial fabric for their unique skills acquired during the voluntary service." The president concluded his speech with a phrase from Don Bosco: "You young people are responsible for your future." On December 19th, the members of the Association of Mary Help of Christians, ADMA, from the Philippines celebrated their annual Advent retreat meeting on the Zoom platform. Father Chris Magbitang SDB, ADMA spiritual animator of the North Philippine Province FIN, gave a short conference on lessons acquired and skills needed in COVID and post-COVID times. Father Godofredo Atienza, provincial of the Southern Philippines Province FIS, gave a short message and was able to send his greetings to all the members of ADMA. Also present was Sister Naida Alcaraz, FMA delegate of ADMA, and members of the National Council. The Advent retreat ended with a closing prayer and the blessing of Mary Help of Christians. The latest work of the Salesian choir of Alcamo, Joyful POP, was the making of Christmas carols. 5 songs to give hope in this very particular period, arranged by Chiara Ranieri, choir director, with the collaboration of the Alcamo musicians Rafael Santonasto and Rosella Ferreira, who produced the musical bass, and Rosella Ferreira, who took care of the vocal recording and audio mastering. All the recordings were done safely, with all the choir members observing the rules of social distancing as required by the anti-COVID decree respected. We of the choir wanted to launch once again a message of hope and brotherhood under the sign of the Salesian spirit that has always distinguished us.
Ciao a tutti, le riprese che vedrete in questo video sono state realizzate in sicurezza, sottoponendoci al tampone antigenico rapido e rispettando tutte le norme di distanziamento sociale e igienizzazione anti-Covid-19. Buona visione e buon Natale a tutti!
Ad este fideles, leti triunfantes, venite, venite in Bethlehem. Natum videte, regem angelorum, venite adoremus, venite adoremus, venite
Don Bosco Media Network, the Shillong Province Media Department, organized a Christmas charity program titled Christmas Basket on 27 December 2020 in Kinroot village. The team distributed clothes to over 100 poor and underprivileged families.
Bat habani berkat dengan Christmas ni termau tangiu Yesus. Ndai hang ni kecing-kecing mentap de kalang-kalang kita. Christmas kamu jisha disco. Jisha nak pergi jisha. Christmas ni lah klan dia Yesus. Ni klan dia Yesus. Christmas kita mau bertanya ijing ai gifts. Then gifts. Bakoy Christmas mo di ko di man siya make by go. Make it you nga for Christmas. Then ang name mo ta. Oh. Jadi perhatikan ni gifts. Perhatikan ni ijing ai so bahaya mo re jong. Kung iklan pa na sa bahaya la ka ijing how play of Jesus. Kung kanalogan ni gajing ai so ha. Makamawala ko yung ijing tu kana. Kung gawin ijing tu kana. Siya pa uwi padarang pa. Mau padarang pa. Kung magasi Christmas umi na yung padar na mag-issue bahagi kana di ora sa tayo. Tamong yung para sa ito paro ina ito dia dikimik pa. Kaya ikaw ba dikimik pa kile no para sa ito paro pag mo ay yung isang dikibara. Ya kasi Christmas kita gikin na rin kaya ng bawan ng manra yung kajing ay sumukha. Iwan yung way na pagtong yung ra ang chika song yung ra yung song yung padar ganin na kamuday jupi padar ba o siya ka song upay na kita ka song wong oh ganin kita ka song imo kanapa pare kamu padar di kan ba yung ka song ganin ka song ti kung hoy padar ganin ka song ti kami hadin juga orang sa uwi na dok na pahaj kundi buat cuci dia bawa barang pak usia yang tak song air na wong oh kadang-kadang cuci mo na sipon kamu na wong kan kamu ni di cuci ko ne kasong kaji. Habang padaramba uwi kataw shim, makata kita baji tagati ule ne umat wong kada kawai mo. Kana wong padar gede kawai. Ule biang akti, asam biang akti, ujini biang. Kada biang karem. Kana wong padar gede biang karem. Padaramba tagati ke kana wong please padar please. Now padar please. Apa aja padar song. So, don't they quit so? Tamu putaran bawa, so
Kikan ram, kilinti kebetulan, kibakoro, kiba, kita liu sudah kesudah, hendak kita shim yang ada kebentang, berbuat berjuang ini. Hak ada kepon, nana kalian jom, ayah macam ni, bertunjuk kabalang ni berkuai, namanya sohai pun pada Michael. Makri Father Michael Hidei, Director Don Bosco Youth Center, ini pada Salesian, ini pria sobhai pada dan orangnya parti. Father Michael Hidei, nak parish udek, jaga hak bagi sister jadi jitlai. Pada ilanik school sebelum berpihi, bagi sister jadi ini pada grade, teman-teman layuk kun hadar. Ni orang ni kerana mengisi kun hadar bagi semua. Kemudian pada nak bentar keciplau jampi, hak tugas ni ngayoi, hak status jampi. Tengok si jawab orang, halam ini harus disekerja nama ni sedih hidup dalam hak kalian kayu kokon, hendak kemensin jadi tak kerja. Jadi ibadah rakas ni Christmas kali kecengai, jauh play lesen nak bentar jadi ini Christmas, ila phone yang ngai sister ni macam kendor ni, kemendor kata-kata.
Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.